Hello guys, I'm here with another video update, but this time I hopefully can post speed paints and such this week, but because of family stuff happening and such, it's gonna be delayed a little bit, time to times, but I know this is rare, but this is another warning video of a user called Leoni, Evelyn Atkins. She has been blackmailing, lying, manipulative, guilt-tripped, and stolen a lot of characters and asked for free art a lot, and she just has a lot of accounts and a lot of warnings. So because I've dealt with her before too, because she's done art for me that were traced and such, I'm going to show the accounts and the evidence of what she said and done, lying that, my friend Bearpaws forgave her, other people forgave her without proof, saying I don't have her email when she does, because every phone device has your Gmail and all that. So I caught her lying, and I told her to back off, but you know how that goes. So this is just a warning, beware on this user, Leoni, known as Evelyn. So proof will be provided, and so forth. Also, if you want more proof and evidence, it's good that you go to my friends Bearpaws and Veronica, because they also have evidence on her. I don't have much evidence. Well, I do, but when it comes to these victims such as Bearpaws and Veronica, I don't have much of their stuff, because my friend recently deactivated most of her accounts because of Leoni, aka Evelyn, and I don't want to bother for evidence or anything. So if you want to contact her about, her side of the story and the evidence that she has and so on, it's good to do that, because without her permission, I didn't want to put, the screenshot of the emails that Evelyn was sending to Bear and all that stuff. So if you want more evidence and story details, please talk to the two victims that are in this kind of situation and who have dealt with this user. So that's what I want to say before I start. Recently, yesterday, she made a quote-unquote animation based on her quote character, which is basically heavily referenced and ripped off of Bearpaws' second Sona, Nicole. And when I did the colors, the only things that she changed was make the red more bright and the hair a little bit brighter so it's easier to see, but it is still the same character, and all she did was add horns to Nicole. But it is technically the same exact character design. Now, with this one, technically Evelyn said it was her OC she made, but then this user Jenny, aka Laffy Taffy's other account, quote-unquote stole the character, but Evelyn basically made it. But you can tell, same characters, different designs, same colors, same horn design and all that. But it is still known to be a rip-off clone version of Bearpaws' main persona and second Sona. So, the fact that Evelyn says, "Oh, I just love her and she's my inspiration." If you're inspired by someone, you wouldn't be stalking, stealing OCs, or making rip-off OCs of someone else's art that you're inspired of, and a lot of legal shit. So if you were inspired, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing. And the fact that she said she changed, she did not. And the fact that she kept saying, "Oh, she forgave me," and kept telling me to ask Bearpaws. And I'm like, I know Bearpaws will tell the truth and tell me that she didn't forgive you and that she blocked you on every single account that you follow her on, because you are obsessed with her, you stalk her, and you steal her stuff. So you can't tell me she forgave you after the shit you've done. I know Shay. She would not forgive you for the shit you've done. Now, this was screenshotted from Twitter, and this is another victim from the Evelyn situation. Her name is Veronica. She also had to recently delete her account and make a new Instagram and block her on everything because of the same situation that has been going on for 2 months now, because she didn't want to make an OC for her, and Evelyn kept forcing her for it, especially for free. When, if you're going to ask for a character design, you might as well pay them for it. But it's for Veronica, Evelyn's been doing this to Veronica for 2 months. And blackmailed her and everything. And I'm like, this is getting to a serious problem, and it's getting way too far out of hand. So many people have warned Leoni, aka Evelyn, what's gonna happen if she keeps this up, but she says, I changed, but still continues to do the same exact shit. As I stated, stalking, manipulating, guilt trips, stealing OCs, saying that she's quote-unquote inspired and loves the person when she's not even really inspired, and she doesn't even give credit. She steals characters from Amino and claims they're hers, and when we find the original, she denies it, and it's like, it's right in front of you. You can't deny it, but she denies it. It's crazy, I know. Now, when I was back on Discord, because I'm on my friend's, server, that, Evelyn was back at it again and made a YouTube, or changed her YouTube name to Bear Fluff. All she did was remove the P and put Fluff. And she got very mad about it. She was like, how are you going to impersonate me now? And impersonation is a really huge thing. Like, if you impersonate someone to the point where a lot of shit that's not okay to do, then you have problems. But she recently changed it to Bearpaws, but at the same time, she still had it as Bear Fluff. She was impersonating and had her icon. I have a screenshot of my friend's server, which I'm going to censor, but I had my friend's server screenshot of that, before. Her name was Bear Fluff and had her icon and everything. I also have it on my story too from Instagram, and I saved it just so I can show you. So here's the original that I posted on my story because my friend did, and I reshared it because, this needs to be worn by everybody, especially who follow Leoni Evelyn. So you can tell she had my friend's icon of her persona, and she literally named herself Bear Fluff. As I explained, how are you gonna sit there and not make it, known that you were gonna go off and be like, my name's Bear Puff, and impersonate her, but instead of putting Puff, you put Fluff. Like, yeah, that's something we ain't gonna notice about. Yeah, we already noticed that. And she also has re-uploaded other people's art on her YouTube channel and hasn't given any credit in the description. And she also did that from a TikTok user where they drew Marilyn Manson. And she didn't give credit to them. She just re-uploaded the video from TikTok to her YouTube channel. No credit whatsoever. And I was like, bro, at least give credit to the original. Like, their TikTok username is already there, so we already know who it originally belongs to. It does not belong to you. And just letting you know, she has a lot of Instagram accounts. As I stated, she has at least, I think, 20 plus accounts. But this is as far as I have on my block list. So either one of them got deleted, or, Instagram just banned them and all that shit. So yeah. An impersonation account of my friend Verana's account and her OC. That's a dragon. So yeah. Another one that is dead but still uses. So just be aware she does use that account. So yeah. Another impersonation account with my friend Verana of her dragon OC, and tried going around saying that, Verana was her mom and her boyfriend was her dad. Like, Verana's boyfriend was her dad and such. But made an account to, take Veronica's boyfriend away, I think, last I heard. And Veronica got mad about it. And Evelyn was like, it wasn't me, when it technically was. She got mad at Veronica, so the way for Veronica to forgive her or bring her back into the roleplay family was to steal her boyfriend. Yeah, that's shady as fuck. Oh boy. Bro. The icon was made and designed by my friend Bearpuff, but she took it back because Evelyn broke a promise to her that she would leave Veronica and her alone, and Evelyn did not do that. She kept impersonating and bothering Veronica, so Bearpuff... Okay, so Bearpuff took back the OC, and then Evelyn got mad about it. Sorry about that, my brother came in, but, no, so Bearpuff made the design, as I said, and then Evelyn broke a promise. So Bearpuff was like, since you broke the rules, you're blacklisted, and I am rightfully taking the design back because I gave it to you for free, and I did it because you were a semi-friend, and I thought you can keep the promise. So Bearpuff had every right to take the character back and give it to, I think Cozy Coffee or someone else, but I think last I heard was Cozy Coffee. But, yeah, Evelyn keeps making new accounts, keeps impersonating people, manipulating, guilt-tripping them, and, making false claims and lies. And she went around saying her mom is a cop, and her mom says what Evelyn is doing is okay. And I'm sitting here like, wait a minute, your mom is a police officer saying what you're doing is wrong is right, when technically what you're doing is wrong, but apparently to your mom is right. Okie dokie then, that's some shit I want to hear too. But yeah, shit's ridiculous. And this girl's like 15 years old, but oof, this gets more fucking extreme. This girl posted furry porn, I'm pretty sure, on her account, and tried saying she was 22 years old when she was actually 14 turning 15, and posted a lot of vor and foot fetish. And I'm sitting here like, for someone who is a kid, how would they even know about what a foot fetish is? Or a foot kink? And that made a lot of people uncomfortable, because 14 years old, turning 15, posting foot porn on an account, and yet her mom's okay with that too? Like, what? What? Like, people who have that kind of shit, that's on them. Like, they can like whatever the fuck they like, but if a minor who is like 12, 13, or 14, getting into this sexual shit, and then already getting into what? No, it's just, oh my god, hell no. But like, you're 14 posting foot porn, like, cringe. Stop. So this is her new account, and or old account, but she recently put it back up. Now, what really disturbed me is that in the description it says Bearpuff's daughter. I told her that my friend Bearpuff clearly is uncomfortable by Evelyn's behavior, the fact, again, stalking, impersonating, manipulating, and guilt-tripping my friend. Now, to get Bear's attention, she wants to put Bearpuff's daughter. Like, you're making my friend so uncomfortable, it's ridiculous. And the fact that you're also going around saying, oh, well, it's my OC, I'm gonna keep it. It's like, no. And I have messages with her, because I told her that she needs to leave Bearpuff alone, and this is getting ridiculous. And then, she started calling me names and shit. And I don't hide my evidence, so I will show you every single screenshot that I took of our conversation, and she was being so immature. The only thing that I've kind of found funny was that I said, hoes mad, go back sucking toes. I thought that was kind of funny, but then again, I was like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. But then again, it's funny. But it's just ridiculous to the point where, like, my friend has to leave so many platforms that she's on because Evelyn stalks her. She impersonates her. She lies. Like, she tried saying that my friend forgave her, and I'm like, show proof. And she showed no proof, and I'm like, exactly, you're lying. Just stop. And like I said before, my friend Bearpuff, when I know she forgives somebody, she will, like, keep it to herself. And if we know that she forgave the person, if someone's like, hey, this person that you just had beef with is back again, she'll be like, oh, well, we had a conversation mature, like, adult-wise, and, we're fine. I forgave them. But, like, I'm sitting here like, now, why would Bearpuff forgive Leoni, a.k.a. Evelyn, after Evelyn broke so many promises and so many boundaries that Bearpuff is so uncomfortable? Everywhere she's on, she's gonna find a way to stalk her. And being impersonated and stalked is very uncomfortable. So I can understand why my friend would leave so many platforms. Like, not many, but, like Instagram or maybe Twitter or something. But, dude, that shit is uncomfortable. Especially for a minor stalking an adult. Like, that's so uncomfortable. Like, okay, it's one thing to say, oh, she's my inspiration, she's my inspiration. Okay, if you have an inspiration, that's okay. But if you're going to take it that far and just keep using that excuse when you get caught on tracing, stealing characters and, ripping off someone's character that you're inspired by, there's no point in using that card saying, oh, I'm just inspired. You're not inspired. You're literally obsessed, and you just don't want to leave the person alone that you're inspired by. Especially, that is so uncomfortable, and I feel bad that my friend has to be in this kind of position, because I think this is how this situation has been going on. I think, in March. I think beginning March, or, beginning April. I think the only time it got worse was March, because the character design and so on. But I think it started getting worse when, by March. I don't know specifically, but I know this has been going on before, summer came around and so forth. But like I said, Bearpuff will take time to forgive you. If you apologize saying, hey, I'm sorry for doing this and that, she'll say, I'll think about it, but I do accept your apology. If she accepts your apology, that doesn't mean she forgives you right away. She's going to take time to think before she 100% forgive you. I think, I'm just saying, I feel like that's something Bear would do, and I think that is something she would do. So, Evelyn just needs to accept the fact that she's not forgiven, that she needs to stop stalking and harassing her. Not even harassing, but stalking is a sort of harassment. But, stop stalking her, impersonating her, all that stuff, because, it's just ridiculous, and it's just petty shit. And I know I've been talking a lot, and the only thing you're seeing here by just talking about this specific new account she has, or an old one that she's now using, I'm just saying, as a friend, I think this needs to be spread out, and my friend needs the support right now, because my friend Shay does not deserve this shit. She doesn't. She's a sweet, caring person. Come on, man. Why would you do this kind of bullshit to a nice, fucking, amazing person? She's so nice, but once you just push her to the edge, she's not gonna be nice no more. Because, heck, I'm nice, but once you push me to the edge, it's fuck off now. I'm gonna do what nobody expects me to do. But, come on. My friend don't deserve this at all. As I said, she's a nice, caring person, and she's very honest and truthful, and all she wants to do is live her life, have peace, and, do what she wants to do, and not be stuck in this fucking kind of bullshit, and, have someone stalk her and impersonate her. That's something you don't want to live with. It's gonna bother you, and you're gonna get fucking triggered by it, and I can understand that. But, again, Bear doesn't deserve this at all. She just doesn't deserve this, period. Hell, Bearpuff is my friend, and she's my inspiration, but you don't see me doing that kind of shit. You don't see me, ripping off her characters, or her personas, or any of that. She's my inspiration, and I'm not doing any of that kind of shit. Now, if I was Evelyn, if Bearpuff blocked me for a reason, there's a reason, and I would just stop. I would move on, continue my 14-year-old life, and just focus on my young teenage life, and not even worry about it. And if you are gonna change, at least show it. But you're not showing you're changing by stalking and impersonating somebody. That's not changing. That's you being the same person for months now. If you were changing, you would stop doing the shit you're doing and actually prove to Veronica, Bearpuff, and other people that used to be your friends that you don't do that no more. That's a change. But stalking and impersonating someone is not changing. That's the opposite of changing, dude. I'm just letting you know that. That is the complete opposite of changing. But anywho, I'm going to show the screenshots, and I'm going to show other screenshots that was to me. by other people who are victim by this, but mainly it's going to be between me and her DMs, and the fact that I told her to stop, that she's lying, she's not changed, and all that stuff. And I was just getting sick of it, so I was a little bit rude, but, like, come on. Like I said, Bearpuff don't deserve this shit. She doesn't deserve to be stalked or impersonated by a fucking child. Like, that is a no-no. That is a huge warning sign. So, I'm sorry for talking for so long, but I am definitely going to show the screenshots. You might have to pause and read them. I don't know, but I just want y'all to be aware of this Leoni Evelyn person. To just block and report and support Veronica and my friend Bearpuff. Because, again, they are the victims to this kind of situation, and they do not deserve this kind of treatment at all. So, this is a fair warning. I know this is a long-ass rant as my other ones. Normally, I don't make long rants, but when it comes to situations like this, and me speaking out what needs to be said, I have to do what's got to be done. So, just block, report, and, as I said, there will be evidence. And if you want to talk to Veronica or Bearpuff of their side of the story and what they have on her, please do, because that will be nice so you hear everybody's side of the story besides one. Thank you for reading. But thank you for reading and listening to what I have to say. And I know this is like going to be a long, huge TED Talk, so I do apologize. thank you guys for listening and reading, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Also, credits to Ghosty Moss for this picture for payment. I think it was for a character or something. But huge thanks to Ghosty Moss for this picture of my persona. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, my little demons.